What's happening, guys? It's Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and today I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at the new Micromax P250. It's called the Funbook Alpha. Now, this is the next version of the Funbook, which was originally released some time back. It was a 7-inch tablet which had a 1.2 gigahertz processor. Now, this is a relatively cheaper variant of that. It's called the Funbook Alpha. It comes at 6,000 rupees at present price. It also does come with the Tata Photon bundle, but it comes with a smaller processor. It does come with ice cream sandwich, and it does not have the HDMI output port that the original Funbook did have. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and unbox it, and I finally get to use my knife again after a really long time. I've not been using this for a long time now, but there is a slight incision that needs to be made, and that's it. If you do want to look at the specs at the back, you can see that it's a 1 GHz Cortex A8. You have a dual Mali processor, so 400 2D 3D core, and ice cream sandwich. You have the same 7-inch display, multi-touch pinch zoom. You have a 0.03 megapixel camera, 4 GB of internal storage, 512 MB of RAM. You also have the 2800 mAh battery, so that's good. So the same kind of packaging that you had for the original Funbook. So that's good. I'm going to push this out from the bottom over here, and things start to fall into place. So you have the Funbook Alpha booklet, really nice packaging, nice quality printing from Micromax. So this is their new Pass Hoga, Time Pass Bhi Hoga campaign that they're running around the Funbook. So more documentation inside this box. So this is the voucher for Tata Photon. You have the warranty statement, and you have the Funbook Alpha user guide. Again, this is a color guide, nicely printed, and how to do basic things are explained in the guide itself. So that's the Funbook. I'm going to keep it on the side for the time being. How do you open this menace? Okay. So you open this box up, some more packaging comes out, and possibly this box holds the charger and the USB cable, which is all being tangled up and given to us. So this has the proprietary, it's kind of like Nokia pin, but it's a thin pin charger. The same charger that we saw on the Funbook, and you have a USB to micro USB cable, and you have a micro USB to female host cable, which is really nice. This is something that may come in handy otherwise as well. So a host cable, as well as a data cable, as well as a charger. So you get 3 different charging things. You can charge it with this. It will charge via the micro USB using a USB port or another USB to AC mains adapter. And you can even use this. So if you have a USB male to USB male cable, you can use this cable for charging as well. So it gives you 3 different charging options out of the box, which is brilliant, apart from the other uses these cables have. This one traditionally will be used to attach your USB drives and Tata Photon. So I'm going to get rid of all of this packaging that I don't need, and I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so we are here with the Funbook Alpha. You can see it's identically similar to the Funbook, the original 7-inch Funbook. We of course have a 7-inch display over here, which is covered by this plastic. I'm going to get rid of that quickly, and I'm going to give you a quick hands-on of the device. Zoom out a little bit. So we have the 0.3 megapixel camera over here. The 7-inch diagonal screen is over here, and you have a fairly smaller bezel if I compare it with the Funbook, and I'll just do a quick comparison of both devices here as well. So you have the same black chrome kind of finish on the side, the shiny black finish. This is where most of the things are happening. So if I quickly look at the side over here, we have the volume rockers. The charging port, or their pinhole charging point, is over here. You have the micro USB charging data syncing port along with the USB host port over here, and this is what appears to be a 3.5mm headphone jack, and you have the power lock and unlock button and nothing else. You do have a micro SD card slot on the back over here, and a dedicated reset button, and you can see over here that you have a power button, the headphone jack, of course, the USB and mic are together, it appears. So the USB and mic are in the same slot over here, and like I said, the DC charging point is over here. You do have a new design for the speaker, and you have a nicely finished back panel. Now it's almost like aluminum finish. It's almost identical to, say, an iPod, but of course this is plastic and that's actual aluminum. This one doesn't have any charge right now. I'm just going to pull up the Funbook, the original Funbook, and give you a quick comparison of both the devices. So here's a quick look at both the devices side by side. On the left over here, you can see the original Funbook. On the right, you can see the Funbook Alpha. Now the original Funbook did have these buttons over here, the hardware buttons. The Funbook Alpha does not have that. The Funbook also had the web camera in the center over here, whereas this one has the web camera on the side. So even if you're holding it in portrait, you'll be able to look at the webcam. So that's good. On the back, you'll see mostly identical finish. The finish on the Funbook Alpha is somewhat shinier, and the speaker grill is also different at the back. All buttons and ports are on one side of the Funbook Alpha, which is at the bottom, or the side, whichever way you'd like to look at it. Whereas this had some buttons on the side, some buttons on the top, and ports on the side. So that's the major differences. Of course, you do have 1 gigahertz processor inside the Funbook Alpha. You had a 1.2 gigahertz processor inside the Funbook. The Funbook also had an HDMI port on the side, a mini HDMI port, whereas the Funbook Alpha does not have that on the side. So that's the major differences. If you want to compare in terms of size, if I keep both devices on top of each other, you'll see that the Funbook original is only slightly bigger, and that's possibly because of the fact that it has buttons on the front bezel, so they need more space in the front, so it is slightly bigger in terms of that. In terms of thickness, both of them seem to be very identical. Nothing different on the side. You can see both of them are mostly identical, whereas the Funbook Alpha is slightly a little bit more tapered, and it has a little bit, the edges are a slight bit rounder on the Alpha, so it seems to be slightly thinner. What also appears to be the case is that the display of the Funbook Alpha seems to be a little raised out of the bezel, whereas in this the display seems to be embedded inside the case. So that is possibly what is making the Funbook Alpha appear a lot thinner than it actually is. So under the bezel, the device is thinner, but the display sits on top of the bezel instead of inside the bezel. So there you go, guys. This was a quick unboxing and comparison of the Funbook Alpha with the original Funbook. We'll come back with a hands-on video of this really soon, and since it doesn't have charge, I'll come back with another video just after this, so that you can have a look at the insides, and I'll turn on the interface and you can have a look at that as well. So do subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaan TV. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The links to those should be on the video right now or in the description below. Do check out iGyaan.in for more unboxing videos, reviews, and tutorial. For iGyaan Network, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.